All right, we're gonna get started. Is everyone situated? Good? Yep. So we'll start by going around, say your name, what school you're from, if there's any other information you want people to know, and try and speak as loudly as possible so that everybody can hear you. So why don't we start over here?
David, I go to, my name is David, I go to Harriton High School.
We'll go a little bit slow so that we can record everything. Thank you guys. Always the most fun part of the photograph. Thank you for bearing with us. Awesome. So I'm going to read the Aurelia passage, just so you guys can all have an understanding of how I pronounce Latin. If you have any questions, concerns, feel free to ask afterwards. All right. Aurelia, qui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto, cum familia sua ingenti et equo suo. Tredecim ludos magnos Jovis in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectava. Pandem, hic equus iratus donum recurre coibet. Is that okay with that one? All right. Awesome. So, without further ado, is everybody ready to begin the round? Yes? Fantastic. All right. Toss-up one for any player on any team. What two foods are used in the Latin version of a phrase that idiomatically means from start to finish, ab ovo usque? That is correct. Bonus one for Team C. In what context would you reply to someone, de mortuis nil nisi bonum? In what context would you reply to someone, de mortuis nil nisi bonum? an answer, please? Please start your answer. I'm sorry, I don't think I can accept that. Bonus 2 for Team C. What Latin motto of Canada is similarly structured to the Latin expression from the toss-up? Is that your final answer? That is correct. So for a total of 15 points, Team C. Okay, on to toss-up 2 for any player on any team. The only male member of the Capitoline Triad, worshipped under the name Elikius and revered as Optimus Maximus, what god headed the
B2.
Zeus or Jupiter?
I can accept that. And bonus 1 for Team B. What king of Rome was killed after improperly performing sacrifices to Jupiter Elikius?
Could you repeat the question, please?
What king of Rome was killed after improperly performing sacrifices to Jupiter Elikius? Do I need an answer, please? Tullus Hostilius is correct. B2. Romulus vowed a temple to Jupiter Feretrius after defeating what king of Caenina in single combat? Romulus vowed a temple to Jupiter Feretrius after defeating what king of Caenina in single combat? Is that your final answer? I'm sorry, we're looking for Akron of Caenina. A total of 15 points on toss-up 2. Toss-up 3 for any player on any team. Note to players, there will be an extra clue after the command is read. When recognized by the spotter, perform the following command. Aperi os et linguam tangere. Know that tangere means to touch. I'll repeat. When recognized by the spotter, perform the following command. Aperi os et linguam tangere. Know that tangere means to touch. Seeing no buzzes, I will call time. All right, we were looking for a student who should open their mouth and touch their tongue. Right. Moving on to toss-up 4. For any player on any team. Although some sources claim that she became a priestess in Tauria, what woman was lured by a promise of marriage to Achilles to Aulus?
A3.
I'm sorry, I can't take that. I'll repeat. Although some sources claim she became a priestess in Tauria, what woman was lured by a promise of marriage to Achilles to Aulus, where her father Agamemnon sacrificed her to please Artemis? I'll repeat once more. Although some sources claim that she became a priestess in Tauria, what woman was lured by a promise of marriage to Achilles to Aulus, where her father Agamemnon sacrificed her to please Artemis? And seeing no buzzes.
C4.
I'm sorry. Seeing no buzzes, I will call time for that question. We were looking for Iphigenia. Moving on to toss-up 5, after which we will have a score check. Identify the use of the ablative case in the following sentence. Curus me ignaum ad scholam magna celeritate portavit.
C1.
Manner is correct. Bonus 1. Translate that sentence into English. Sure. Curus me ignaum ad scholam magna celeritate portavit. Curus me ignaum ad scholam magna celeritate portavit. Need an answer. I'm sorry, we have to call time. We were looking for the car/chariot carried me lazy to school with great speed. And bonus 2 for toss-up 5. What Latin preposition can be omitted from ablatives of manner when an adjective modifies the noun in the ablative, as in magna celeritate? Sure. What Latin preposition can be omitted from ablatives of manner when an adjective modifies the noun in the ablative, as in magna celeritate? Is correct. For a total of 15 points. And we're going to return to toss-up 1, bonus 1 for the C team, because after further consideration, I should have prompted you on bonus 1 when you said funeral. That's great. Funeral. The question was to remind you, in what context would you reply to someone, de mortuis nihil nisi bonum? You said funeral, and I am prompting you on that. I'll prompt again. All right, I'm going to need your answer. I'm sorry, the answer we're looking for is if they insult a dead person, or if they ask you to insult the dead person, or both. Insult, yeah. All right, so after 5 toss-ups, yeah, sure.
All right, after 5 toss-ups, we currently have the score is Team A is yet to score, Team B has 15 points, and Team C has 30 points.
All right, is everybody ready to move on to toss-up 6? Fantastic. Toss-up 6 for any player on any team. What group of sisters provided the location of a cap of invisibility and a Graia is correct. Cap of invisibility and a pair of winged sandals to Perseus, who had effectively demanded ransom to return their shared eye and shared tooth. Bonus 1 for Team A. What sibling of the Graii was a ferocious snake that guarded the apples of the Hesperides? What sibling of the Graii was a ferocious snake that guarded the apples of the Hesperides? I'm going to need an answer. Sorry, I'm going to have to call time on that. We were looking for a Lado. And bonus 2 for Team A. According to Aeschylus, Perseus threw the eye and tooth of the Graii into a river named after what god, famous for his conch shell horn that he used to calm the seas? Is that your final answer? Triton is correct for 15 points on toss-up 6. Toss-up 7 for any player on any team. Command against what foreign ruler was transferred by the Lex Maniglia from Lucullus to Pompey, who was able to finally take control of the kingdom of Pontus? I'll repeat. Command against what foreign ruler was transferred by the Lex Maniglia from Lucullus to Pompey, who was able to finally take control of the kingdom of Pontus? Seeing no but.
C4.
I'm sorry. Seeing no other buzzes, I'm going to call time. The answer we're looking for is Mithridates the 6th, or the Great. So, no points on toss-up 7. Toss-up 8 for any player on any team. Of the professions Agricola, Nauta, Miles, and Auriga, which is being described in this sentence? In multis proelis contra
C2.
Miles is correct. B1 for the C team. Of the professions Agricola, Nauta, Iudex, and Auriga, which is being described in this sentence. Quotidie in fundo laboro et vacis bobusque cibum do. Sure. Of the professions agricola, nauta, iudex, and auriga, which is being described in this sentence. Quotidie in fundo laboro et vacis bobusque cibum do. Agricola is correct. Bonus 2 for the CT. Of the professions cocus, nauta, iudex, and auriga, which is being described in this sentence. In ludis magnis carceres reliquo, et ad metam verto, et ad victoriam curum ago. Of the professions cocus, nauta, iudex, and auriga, which is being described in this sentence. In ludis magnis carceres reliquo, et ad metam verto, et ad victoriam curum ago. Auriga is correct for a full 20 Toss-up 9 for any player on any team. During what war did the Romans develop a boarding technique that relied...
B2.
The Second Punic War?
I'm sorry?
C1.
The First Punic War is correct. Devices of clothing, whose use at battles like Mylae allowed them to defeat the Carthaginians for the first time, and the answer is the First Punic War. Bonus 1 to C. The First Punic War began with a revolt by the Mamertines in a city on what island? Sicily is correct. And bonus 2. What admiral led Rome's victorious forces at Mylae, winning the city's first naval battle? What admiral led Rome's victorious forces at Mylae, winning the city's first naval battle? I'm sorry, we're looking for Duilius. So that's 15 on toss-up 9. Moving on to toss-up 10, after which we will have a score check. Differentiate in derivation between equestrian and equality. Or B. Differentiate in derivation between equestrian and equality.
C4.
Equestrian is from equus. Equality is from
Can I have you spell the second word? I'm sorry, I can't accept that. Or B? Oh.
B3.
Equestrian from equus and equality from
I'm sorry, I can't take that. So you know those I'll repeat one more time. Differentiate in derivation between equestrian and equality. Seeing no buzzes.
A4.
No answer? Okay. The answer we're looking for is equestrian from equus, meaning horse, and equality from equus, meaning equal. So no points awarded on toss-up 10, and now we have a score check.
Great, so after 10 questions, the current score is as follows. Team A, Brookfield Academy A, has 15 points. Team B, Roxbury A, has 15 points. And Team C, Harriton A, has 65 points.
We appreciate all the applause. We're going to ask you kindly to keep the clapping to score checks as opposed to between questions just so we can move along a bit faster. Thank you all so much. All right. Are we ready to move on to toss 11? Fantastic. Toss 11 for any player on any team. What Rutulian chieftain, who had originally been promised Lavinia's hand in marriage by Latinus, took arms against her eventual spouse, Aeneas? Or B, what Rutulian chieftain, who had originally been promised Lavinia's hand in marriage by Latinus, took arms against her eventual spouse, Aeneas? Seeing no buzzes,
C4,
I'm sorry.
A3,
I'm sorry. Seeing no other buzzes, I'm going to call time. The answer we were looking for is Turnus. Moving on to toss-up 12, for any player on any team. What emperor from the Coccelius family was elevated by the senators at an advanced age to serve as successor to Domitian?
B2, Nerva,
Nerva is correct. Bonus 1 to Team B. Sorry, I'll finish the question. To serve as successor to Domitian, establishing a precedent of succession for the other 4 good emperors. Bonus 1 for Team B. In what year AD did Domitian die and Nerva begin his reign? I'm going to need an answer.
92
I'm sorry, we're looking for 96 AD. Bonus 2 for Team B. Due to his unpopularity, Domitian was stricken for public record and depictions. What two-word Latin phrase meaning condemnation of memory do historians use to refer to this erasure? Is that your final answer?
Yes.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. We're looking for damnatio memoriae. So that'll be 10 points on toss-up 12. Moving on to toss-up 13. Translate the following sentence, which utilizes a dative of possession from Latin into English. Mihi sunt decem feroces magnique canes. Or B. Translate the following sentence, which utilizes a dative of possession from Latin into English. Mihi sunt decem feroces magnique canes. Seeing no buzzes,
C4,
I have 10 ferocious and great dogs.
that is correct. Bonus 1 for Team C. Okay. Bonus 1 for Team C. Now translate this sentence, which utilizes a dative of indirect object from Latin into English. Mei amici saepe dona et praemia meis canibus dant. Mei amici saepe dona et praemia meis canibus dant. So we're going to need an answer.
They give, they often give money to my good friends.
So we're looking for my friends often give gifts and rewards to my dogs. All right, bonus 2 for Team C. Now translate this sentence, which utilizes a dative of special verb from Latin into English. Canes sordi mihi placent, sed non aliis. Now translate this sentence, which utilizes a dative of special verb from Latin into English. Canes sordi mihi placent, sed non aliis. I'm going to need an answer. Please start your answer, or I'm going to have to call.
The dirty dogs are not pleasing to me.
I'm sorry, we're looking for dirty dogs are pleasing to me, but not to others.
Wait,
So So that'll be a total of 10 points on toss-up 13. Toss-up 14 for any player on any team. Listen carefully to the following passage, which I will read twice. Then, using only the information from the passage, answer the question that follows in Latin. Volabant sicut aves et omnes in terra putabant eos esse deos. Icarus autem ducem reliquit et cupidine caeli tractus malum iter agebat. Pater dixit, Icare ubi es, qua regione te invenia. Plumas conspexit in undis. I'll repeat the passage. Volavant sicut aves, et omnes in terra putabant eos esse deos. Icarus autem ducem reliquit et cupidine caeli tractus malum iter agebat. Pater dixit, Icare ubi es, qua regione te invenia. Plumas conspexit in undis. The question: Quibus animalibus similes erant daedalum?
A, 3.
I'm sorry, I can't take that. I'll repeat. The question: Quibus animalibus similes erant Daedalus et Icarus? Once more. Quibus.
B, 4.
Sorry, can you repeat? I'm sorry, I can't accept that.
C, 2.
I'm sorry, we were looking for alibus. So that's no points on toss-up 14. Moving on to toss-up 15. For any player on any team, and after which we will have a score check. What city, whose inhabitants tried to placate a sea monster by exposing Hesione to be eaten?
C, 1.
Troy is correct. Was home to the abducted cupbearer Ganymede and a seer whose accurate prophecies were never believed. B1. Hesione was placed in this predicament after what Trojan king, her father, refused to pay Poseidon his deserved wages for building the city's walls. Hesione was placed in this predicament after what Trojan king, her father, refused to pay Poseidon his deserved wages for building the city's walls. I'm going to need an answer. I'm sorry, we're looking for Laomedon. And bonus 2 for Team C. Heracles saved Hesione from the sea monster, but he gave Hesione as a prize to what king of Salamis, who fathered Teucer with her? Heracles saved Hesione from the sea monster, but he gave Hesione as a prize to what king of Salamis, who fathered Teucer with her? Is that your final answer? Sorry, we're looking for Telamon. All right, so that's a total of 10 points on toss-up 15. Now moving into our score check. Congratulations.
Thank you. So, after 15 questions, the current score is Team A, Brookfield Academy, has 15 points. Team B, Roxbury A, has 25 points. And Team C, Harriton A, has 85 points.
Are we all ready to move on to toss-up 16? Awesome. Toss-up 16 for any player on any team. What type of event was begun by Fetiales hurling a
C1.
War is correct. Hurling a spear into the temple of Bellona before the legiones were directed by the consuls. Bonus 1 for Team C. Before consuls, which Roman officials assumed the military responsibilities of the kings, and were attended by 6 lictors while leading an army? Before consuls, which Roman officials assumed the military responsibilities of the kings and were attended by 6 lictors while leading an army?
Senator Thomas.
I'm sorry, we were looking for praetor. Bonus 2 for Team C. Name any of the subunits of a Roman legion.
Wait, the question?
Name any of the subunits of a Roman legion. I don't think we can accept that. I'm sorry. We're looking for cohort, maniple, or a century. Or centuries. So that's 10 points on toss-up 16. Toss-up 17 for any player on any team. Give the form of the adjective ukea that agrees with the noun form homini, a masculine dative form.
C2.
I'm sorry.
A2.
I'm sorry, I can't accept that.
B3.
I'm sorry, the answer that we were looking for is pulcro, dative singular form. Alright, so no points awarded on toss-up 17. Moving on to toss-up 18 for any player on any team. Using a form of the verb dico, please say in Latin, Lucius, tell me your name. Or B. Using a form of the verb dico, please say in Latin, Lucius, tell me your name. Seeing no buzzing.
A3.
I'm sorry.
C2.
I'm sorry.
B3.
The answer we were looking for is dik luki mihi nomen. Luki being the special vocative form. Alright, so no points awarded on toss-up 18, but all valiant tries. Toss-up 19, after which we will have a score check. During a party on Circe's island, what young and unlucky companion of Odysseus?
C4.
I'm gonna need your answer. I'm gonna have to call. Can you repeat? I'm sorry, I can't accept that.
B3.
I'm sorry. Do you know the buzzes? I'll repeat the question. During a party on Circe's island, what young and unlucky companion of Odysseus got so drunk that he fell to his death off Circe's roof? During a party on Circe's island, what young and unlucky companion of Odysseus got so drunk that he fell to his death off Circe's roof? Seeing no buzzes, I'm going to call time. The answer that we were looking for is Elpenor. Very close. Alright. Since that is toss-up 19, we're going to have a score check.
Alright, so after 19 questions, the current score is Brookfield Academy A has 15 points, Roxbury A has 25 points, and Harriton A has 95 points.
Good luck, everybody, going into the final toss-up. Toss-up 20, we're all, no challenges to be made in the first 19 toss-ups. Okay, everybody ready to proceed? All right, awesome. What people who sacked Rome for the first time in 800 years?
A4.
I'm sorry?
C4.
Visigoths is correct. In 410 AD, under the command of Alaric, were divided into 2 groups that included a western Visit branch. Bonus 1 for Team C. What other Germanic people sacked Rome in 455 AD after stealing control of North Africa? Is that your final answer? I'm sorry, we're looking for Vandals. And bonus 2 for Team C. What Vandalic king led their sack of Rome in 455 AD? What Vandalic king led their sack of Rome in 455 AD? Can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I don't think I can accept that. So that's a total of 10 points on toss-up 20 for Team C. And now we will have our final score check.
Thank you. So, after 20 questions, the current score check is Brookfield Academy has 15 points, Roxbury has 25 points, and Harriton has 105 points.
I'd like to congratulate all of our teams for making it to finals. And everybody who competed in the tournament, and obviously. Now we're going to make an announcement about the MVP.
Hello everybody, thank you for watching Novice Finals. After looking through the toss-ups of the finalists in the Novice teams, we are proud to award the Novice MVP Award to David.